Terron Armstead was on NBC Pro Football Talk or whatever it's called with Florio and Sims, or just Sims, whatever, either. Oh yeah, okay. I don't watch it, so I don't know. Right. Yeah. So Terron was on, and we're going to talk a little bit about his. They asked him two questions. First of all, they asked him to address the Tyreek situation, and obviously trolling and not putting Tua in his top five, which we all know Tua at the moment is not a top five quarterback. So, that's not anything new, but Tyreek's not a smart person. He's a troll. He's an idiot. Instead, if he was actually intelligent, he would go, "Hey, man, are you guys trying to get me in trouble? Come on, man. Listen, I play with Tua, and my top five is Tua, 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 Tua. Okay? That's my guy. That's who I'm rolling with. It doesn't really matter who my top five is. What's important is that I believe in Tua and move on, and that's it. But instead he does that, and he knows what he's going to do and all that kind of stuff. So he's stupid, but he's not that stupid. He's more of a clown is what he is. Because he is to a level stupid because he really doesn't realize the impact he makes all the time. So here's Terron Armstead answering that question to Sims. The Tyreek one, yes.
That's the thing. And I want you guys to hear me loud and clear.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill is extremely intelligent.
Right.
He loves and knows how to get engagement. And he loves to try. He could have, I promise to you guys.
Yeah.
Him and Tua might have been sitting next to each other.
Right.
While he's saying his top five quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks.
Right.
Like Reek maybe never even seen Baker Mayfield play. He's a smart guy. He just
knew that'll do that. Right. Okay.
You know what? I'm bored. Let me get him going.
Okay. Terron Armstead is a great player and an incredible human being. He is not going to be taking shots at anybody. And all that is a veteran player who is still somewhat tied to the team, doesn't want to be a dick. What about Tyreek is extremely intelligent? Sending out a divorce when there wasn't any divorce? I don't know. Speeding, going to a game, not running the right routes. I mean, there's a lot of stupid shit he does. He's smart enough to know what he's trolling about, but let's not make it sound like he's intelligent. And let's not make it sound like he's doing this with Tua in front of him and all that kind of stuff. But this is a veteran player that is never, ever going to say anything controversial. That's all it is. I can't say anything bad about the human being and the player that is Terron Armstead. There's one bad thing you can say about him. It's not bad. It's just the durability issue. By the way, Bitcoin's at 103,756. Okay? All right? That's crazy. All right? Maybe we do get to a God candle. It's 107. We're just only 3,400 away. So this is a guy that is not going to create any problems. Do you want another example of it? Okay. And it's, I'm sorry. I hate to say that. I know he's a great guy and he's a classy guy and all of that, but he's full of shit. And I can say it because I don't give a fuck. Okay? That's all. I don't give a fuck. And then the next question that they ask him about being soft. The team being soft. Go ahead, Terron Armstead. Answer the question.
It's no word. The toughness thing is crazy. I had never had any association with lack of toughness.
Yeah.
So that I kind of like was numb to. I didn't even hear that. Like that ain't
right.
That's not even a part of nothing. We are a tough team. We have been a tough team. We've seen come down in training camp joint.
Well, Terron, you lack zero weakness. You are all about tough. So is Zach Sealer. So is Tim Bowens. You think I'm going to call Zach Thomas soft or Jason Taylor soft? But their teams were soft. And Terron Armstead, your team was soft. You folded constantly. You couldn't beat Buffalo mostly. You can't beat playoff teams. You can't win in the playoffs. So, yeah, you're soft. They punch you in the mouth and you fold like a cheap tent. And that's been going on for 40 years. What do you think the Dolphins did against the Patriots when they had to try to make it back to the Super Bowl to take on the Bears since they were the only ones that defeated the Bears? Soft. Fumble away the game, big moment, you choke. You show up against San Francisco, soft. Early 90s against the Bills, you get your ass kicked constantly, soft. The Fiedler teams, they had a bunch of tough guys on it. Overall, a soft team. They folded every time there was a big moment. Rarely won playoff games. Jimmy Johnson, every time he went to the playoffs, got his ass kicked. His teams were soft. And he had some tough guys on it, but your team overall was soft. Your team choked. And that's what's been going on this year, last year, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 25 years ago. Nothing's changed. So you win a couple games. Chad Pennington plays smart football, and then you play Baltimore. And what happened? Was it 20-3, I believe, the score? You got your ass kicked. You're soft because Baltimore is tough, and you're not. So, again, Terron Armstead is never going to say anything controversial. So if, I don't know if how writers have approached this locally or whatever, if they want to go at it or whatever, but maybe they don't want to piss off his agent. They don't want to piss off Terron Armstead. They don't want to piss off the team or whatever, and they don't want to say the truth like I did. Terron Armstead is never going to say anything controversial. He's a nice guy. He's a great player. He's a badass. He plays with more injuries than I've ever seen almost any player and plays well with them. I mean, I got immense respect for him as a player. I wish we had 53 Terron Armsteads that can stay healthy. Remember that caveat I threw in there. 53 Armsteads that can stay healthy. I know who you are, but I also know who that team is. And it is soft as it gets. Okay? And that's been the whole thing for 40-ass years. This team has never had any balls, never had any guts, never had any toughness. And they have folded in practically every big moment because they're emotionally, physically soft. Marino teams were as soft as it gets. You couldn't run the ball and punch people in the mouth. You didn't have a defense that could shut people down. Soft ass finesse team. So Terron Armstead may not say it. Maybe most people in town won't write it or talk about it, but this has been a wussy ass team for 40 years. They've never been a team that can stand up for themselves and punch somebody in the mouth and crush them. They did that in the 70s. Sorry to be honest, Terron Armstead, but you're full of shit. But I understand. You're too classy to actually be honest. I get that, my brother. I don't have to be that. I got to just be brutally honest. The Dolphins are a bunch of wussies and have been wussies forever until proven otherwise. They are as soft as silly putty. Okay? Just a bunch of flakes. That's what they've been, and they've been forever. From the moment that Theismann is stripping Bocamper of the football. Soft moments are filled all over, fumbling left and right against New England. Soft-ass moments all over the damn place. You find a way to choke away the game. Doesn't matter if you can punch somebody in the mouth once in a while. Doesn't matter if you have Tim Bowens on your team. What happened when push came to shove? You got shoved. Just because Tim Bowens wasn't getting shoved, the rest of the team got shoved. So I respect Terron Armstead, the player. I appreciate everything he did here, but don't feed me bullshit, bro. We're not having it on this show. Okay? Until otherwise, the Dolphins are a soft-ass, embarrassing franchise, and they've been like that for 4 decades from Shula till now. Okay? That's the way it goes.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.